Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's DLloyd, and today we're going to be going over some possible teams for our offline Madden 24 franchise mode series. The game is out on early access, and it has been a ton of fun. I'll probably have a video breaking down my impressions later on, but we have to get down and figure out what teams are we potentially going to use. And of course, I want you guys to give me your feedback as to which team you would like us to actually use in the comment section below, so we can kind of figure out where everybody's feeling, what teams everybody is, wanting to see the most. Of course, I'll give you guys 4 options, but I will be having 2 franchise series here on this channel. I'll be having our traditional offline franchise. Hopefully, we can use quite a few mods in that offline one on PC. And then we'll be having our online Premier Madden League, which a ton of fun. We lose a lot. We barely make the playoffs in that one. So that one's going to be a tougher grind. I don't know which team we're going to get in that one. I'm thinking maybe the Titans, or maybe a better team, because I'm not the greatest player in the world, especially in that league. That one is definitely tough. So we'll definitely have 2. Our offline, we could go at our own pace. You never have to worry about, players cheesing you. We could do whatever we want to in that one. And then the online league, like I said before, that one will be a little bit more competitive. And I have no idea which team will be in that one. So that's not for me to decide. So anyway, let's go through and look at a few teams. Our 4 options that we're going to be going over in terms of the vote, right? So the first one, of course, going to be the Chicago Bears. And we'll go through the rosters in a little bit. I just want to give you guys the initial 4 teams. We have the Chicago Bears as the first option as a team I am potentially interested in. The next team in the AFC, we had the New England Patriots. I had done a mini series with them before, but nothing long term. That could be an interesting one. And then the New Orleans Saints, who I don't think I've ever done anything with them in regards to on YouTube. So that could be interesting as well. And then my favorite team, the Tennessee Titans, is our last option. A team that needs quite a bit of work done. And those are the 4 teams. So we'll go through, we'll take a look at each roster and kind of give you guys my thoughts on the roster. And then you guys let me know in the description which teams you're feeling. All right, so first team up, we have the Chicago Bears, who have a ton of draft picks by trading the first overall pick to the Carolina Panthers. And they got their guy Justin Fields here. 76 overall, I believe star dev. It doesn't say superstar here, so I don't think they gave him normal dev. So Justin Fields with star dev. That 93 speed will be a ton of fun to play with. The only issue that kind of gives me cause to pause a little bit when it comes to the Chicago Bears, I feel like this will be a very popular team, and a ton of people will be doing rebuilds and series with the Chicago Bears. But they have talent. Deontay Foreman, a power back. You then have Khalil Herbert. What are you going to do there? Johnson, the rookie. Can he find playing time? Only 86 speed, or is he just going to kind of just fall out of the way? And remember, with the progression tool that we have for the mod, we don't really know 100% how these guys can develop. For example, Justin Fields could go crazy, get a +7 like he did in my mod video, go all the way up. He could not really go up at all. And basically the first 5 years, that is your window of progression. After that, it is what it is. So Justin Fields could actually just never become great, or he could become a 90+ overall. Who knows? Looking at wide receiver DJ Moore, who you got for trading that pick along with a ton of draft picks. He is a nice weapon for Justin Fields at only 26 years old with that 93 speed, pairing him with Darnell Mooney, who I will probably throw in the slot. But then you have Chase Claypool trying to prove that he can be that true outside receiver, maybe even your ex. But he has improved that, man. So those will be the main focuses. Tight end, you have Cole Kmet. Mercedes Lewis, I really truly don't know how he is still playing. But, hey, congrats, man. You're still getting a check. 71 speed, you're pretty much unusable in Madden. So I don't think that will be a big deal. The offensive line has been retooled a little bit, still better than last season's Chicago Bears. Darnell Wright, an exciting rookie at right tackle. How could he progress there? Defensive line, you have Ngakoue, I like, but it's nothing great. Really nothing great. Tremaine Edmonds is a great piece, especially after losing Roquan Smith. To have him in the middle, you have Noah Sewell. What is he going to do? A rookie, 66 overall, but 21 years old. Maybe he could progress. Maybe you could move him to the outside if need be. TJ Edwards is a guy I definitely like, but he is 27 years old. At cornerback, I'm really not in love with the corners. I know Jalen Johnson is a solid corner. Obviously, in real life, Kyler Gordon is there. Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie out of Miami. I think a lot of people will like him. Fan favorite. I'm not too high on him, but if he progresses and plays well, he will find a spot on the roster. Then, of course, Eddie Jackson is that dude, man. Jaquan Brisker, he's there. He's solid. Young guy. We'll see what happens. So that's pretty much my views on the Chicago Bears. Going over to the New England Patriots, this is a team that really, truly needs a quarterback. I mean, I don't think they have a ton of weapons really even to play with. Mac Jones, is he going to become that guy? I'm not sure. Bailey Zappi, I'm a fan of. Malik Cunningham, the preseason darling so far for New England. Can we put together some type of package for him? Who knows? Ramondre Stevenson, that big thudding power back you have there. You have Ty Montgomery now to bring in as your third down running back. And then remember, real life, Ezekiel Elliott. So once we get it, we'll add Zeke to the team if we use the Patriots, of course. And you then have Ezekiel Elliott as a backup running back that could give you solid carries and really give you that running back by committee type of vibe. Wide receiver, you have Juju, who I think is a solid receiver. Devontae Parker. None of them are true number ones in my opinion, but they are solid receivers. You're not going to be upset that you had to throw one of them the ball. But, of course, Tyquan Thornton and that speed, he is going to be the dynamic threat, especially because you really don't have many other dynamic guys. Kayshon Boutte, how can he progress? He is 21 years old, so he's one of the guys that could potentially get up there. Maybe he could get up there with the dev tool. Matthew Slater's 37. I did not realize that. Man, they had some old guys over here in New England. Hunter Henry, solid tight end. You did pick up Gesicki from Miami, so you still have that 2 tight end sets that you could run pretty comfortably with 2 pretty solid tight ends. Offensive line, typically a strong point for the Patriots. A little less, but it's still a solid offensive line with a few holes that you need to fill. Defensive line, out of that multiple 3-4 front, it's still versatile enough that you could get the job done from now, but you would definitely want to be looking to bring other guys in through draft, free agency, or trades, whatever. Matthew Judon, a beast, but he is 31 years old. He is somebody that you will also have to think about potentially replacing. Bentley is fine. Josh Uche, another solid pass rusher for you there. Jonathan Jones at cornerback is 29 years old, but you did draft Christian Gonzalez in the first round. What could he end up being? That 77 overall as a rookie is definitely a great start. 6'2" with 93 speed. Nobody's really going to complain too much there. Marcus Jones, can he end up being a solid guy as well? That's the question. That's why I kind of like this New England squad. Jabril Peppers, I think he's out of that window of progressing, but still 83 overall. He should be fine. Kyle Duggar, I don't think they're utilizing him as well as they should be this season, but he's still a versatile guy who could come down into the box. He could play safety over the top. I like him, man. So that is a very good and potentially fun rebuild. Looking at the Saints, it's really with the Saints, age, cap space. That is the name of the game when it comes to the New Orleans Saints, because they are an older team that is definitely trying to win now. So in a rebuild like this, a franchise series like this, you're really trying to win a Super Bowl year 1, year 2, and then your rebuild really comes in season 3 and 4, 5, when you have the New Orleans Saints, because you got to get rid of a lot of cap space. Derek Carr, big time contract, you're going to start paying him after this year. Jameis Winston is a solid backup. Alvin Kamara, he has a nice contract and he's aging. He's not going to get much better, even though he is still a superstar. With him, it's just stop the bleeding, make sure he doesn't regress as much as possible. I do like Jamal Williams there. You did get the rookie in Miller, who's supposed to be a little Alvin Kamara. Can you make him into that? That could be a great piece if you can. Chris Olave definitely saves a lot of the weapons, in my opinion, for the New Orleans Saints. A young stud. He could do it all. Great piece. Michael Thomas, is he still worthy of being your ex-wide receiver? Is he still your number one? We don't know. We don't know. Actually, let's look at his injury because we know that's one thing he does not do, and that is stay healthy. And that could potentially be a problem. And I never looked at his injury rating, which is a 76. All right, it's higher than one guy we'll talk about here in a second, but still not the greatest. And really the receivers, I think you just still need more help depending on what Michael Thomas does and what he could produce for you. Tight end, you have Juwan Johnson. I'm fine with him. You might want to go get another guy. You can pull out Taysom Hill, do some trick plays here and there with that. But that's really it. More gimmicky stuff. The offensive line is not that great. You do have a good right tackle, but that is it. It's not that great to me. Cameron Jordan, this man just does not age. He keeps playing at an elite level, even at the age of 34. How long is that sustainable in Madden? We could find out potentially, man. We could definitely find out potentially. That's it. That's it. You have the rookie. You could try to, dev him up. Demario Davis is 34. Your cornerback, Lattimore, 27 towards the back end. Evan Bradley Roby, 31. So, like I said, age, Tyrann Mathieu, a good player, but 31. Marcus May, 30 years old. Age, cap space, that is the challenge with the New Orleans Saints. And then finally, my team, my personal team, man, the Tennessee Titans, kind of similar. They are aging in a lot of their key players. And what do you do at the quarterback spot? Because you have Ryan Tannehill. He's only a 76 overall. He's 35 years old. Once he comes off your salary, Will Levis, 69 overall, normal dev. Can you get blessed with the dev tool and maybe let that move up? Malik Willis, you could build around him. Really two different skill sets, right? Will Levis, a great play action quarterback. He could get out and run a little bit, but you're not going to build a running offense around him. But they both have strong arms. Will Levis, he's going to be able to get it there a little bit more accurate than Malik Willis, but Malik Willis has the dynamic legs. They're both the same age. They're both normal dev. That quarterback battle could be interesting. And 42 awareness for Malik Willis, I just want to point that out, is wild. Crazy. But I guess he deserves it after his rookie year. Derrick Henry, that guy, but he is 29, which is ancient in the running back world. Tyjae Spears, I believe, was one of the top running backs coming out of college. However, he just could not stay healthy in college. I don't know if it's going to be too different in the NFL, but he has that chance of potentially being a playmaker for you. He just has to stay healthy. But really, no other playmakers at the running back spot, but you may not need one with Derrick Henry. The new addition of D-Hop saves the receiving core to me. D-Hop, 31 years old. He is older, but he's still a reliable target. He was never really fast, so hopefully he doesn't regress crazy. He is only star, so he has just a little bit of help to stop that regression, but he could definitely be a potential candidate to drop into the mid-80s relatively quick after 1 or 2 seasons. Treylon Burks, who I think should be rated higher in my personal opinion, but that could be my bias and my fandom coming out. But Treylon Burks being rated lower than Randall Cobb is wild. But former first-round pick, a guy that is still in that A.J. Brown type of mold. He is a run-after-the-catch receiver. I like him in the slot, but he could play outside. A good run blocker, 6'2", 225. Other than that, I don't really like the wide receiver core here in Tennessee. Chig Okonkwo, really big-time tight end that I will hope to dev up. Potentially 88 speed. Second-year player, solid. Josh Wiley, not that he had a terrible, actually, preseason debut. But this offensive line, Peter Skoronski is good, but the offensive line is not good at all. So you have Derrick Henry running behind some 60s and a borderline 70 overall. That could be an issue. Defensive line for the Titans, I think, is really good, especially behind Jeffrey Simmons. No complaints there. Outside linebackers, Harold Landry is like the saving grace. Even middle linebackers, not that great. Cornerbacks are interesting. A bunch of guys that have potential but haven't fully lived up to it. Sean Murphy-Bunting coming over from Tampa Bay. He is there with that 92 speed. Christian Fulton, who's probably my favorite corner of the bunch in real life. I like him more maybe in the slot, but then you have Roger McCreary who can play the slot. And then Caleb Farley, the guy who has potential, the former first-round pick out of Virginia Tech, 6'2", 95 speed. But we just talked about Michael Thomas having 76 injury. Caleb Farley injury is sitting at a 74. So can he stay healthy? What do you do with this contract? Do you let him walk? That is the big piece there when it comes to Caleb Farley and really that secondary for Tennessee, because you still don't have an elite lockdown guy, even though you have tried, and all these guys still relatively young. Like I said, the progression tool for this situation could help out, or it could just lead us in the direction that we're going to be shopping. Kevin Byers, still an elite safety, in my opinion. Top 3, top 4 in the league, but he is getting up there in age, 30 years old. What are you going to do there? Amani Hooker, I like him, but he's just, you're starting. You're regular starting strong safety. Nothing special, but he's not going to hurt you neither. Ryan Stonehouse, one of the best punters in the game, in my opinion. So those are my options. The Bears, the Patriots, the Saints, and the Titans. Those are my reasoning. You guys let me know, which team would you like to see here on this channel for a series. Of course, like I said, the online league, I do not know the team. Once I find out the team, I'll make a video and let you guys know, man. But as of now, let me know what you guys think of these 4 teams in the comment section below. And are you guys excited about Madden? Have you been playing Madden? I have really enjoyed it so far. Like I said, I have a full impressions video kind of going over exactly what I like and don't like later on. But hopefully you guys do enjoy this, man. Go ahead and leave this video a like. Also, let me know in the comment section below which team you are feeling the most. Is D Lloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.